A. Human brain. Refer to the figure. Brain is the central information processing organ of our body. It acts as the command and control system of the body. This is because all systems in the body follow the commands given to them by the brain. The commands are delivered through the nerves. Structure of human brain. Brain has a soft and delicate structure and looks like a walnut. It has wrinkled surface. The human brain is well protected by the bony skull. The skull is composed of two sets of bones, cranial and facial. Cranial bones are 8 in number and they form the hard protective outer covering, cranium, for the brain. The facial region is made up of 14 skeletal elements which form the front part of the skull. Inside the skull, the brain is covered by protective layers called the cranial meninges, singular meninx, which are 3 in number. Cranial meninges. 1. Dura mater, in Latin, hard mother. It is the outer layer of the cranial meninges. It is a thick and tough layer made up of a tough connective tissue called fibrous tissue. Number 2. Arachnoid. It is the middle meninx. It is a very thin layer made up of delicate connective tissue. Number 3. Pia mater, in Latin, soft mother. It is the inner meninx which is in contact with the brain tissue. It is also a thin layer and highly vascular. Subdural space. A very narrow space that exists below dura mater or between the dura mater and the arachnoid membrane is called the subdural space. Subarachnoid space. A narrow space that exists below arachnoid membrane or between arachnoid membrane and pia mater is called subarachnoid space. The subarachnoid space contains the cerebrospinal fluid or CSF. Major functions of the human brain. 1. Voluntary movements. All those movements which are under the voluntary control of the body that are performed with the will of the organism are called the voluntary movements. Walking, running, talking, typing, writing are some of the voluntary movements. Although these voluntary movements are performed according to the will or desire of the organism, still they need a control from the brain. 2. Balance of the body. The brain controls the balance of the body. Balance is required in the static as well as dynamic activities. Static activities are those activities which are performed without changing the location of the body, that is, in standing, sitting, and lying positions, whereas dynamic activities involve the change in the location of the body, that is, walking, running, etc. Both static and dynamic activities require the body balance to be maintained, which is done by the human brain. 3. Functioning of the vital involuntary organs. The functioning of vital involuntary organs like heart, kidneys, lungs, liver, digestive tract, reproductive tract, etc. are controlled by the brain. The activities like heartbeat, digestion of food, excretion, gametogenesis, all are controlled by the human brain. Hence, voluntary as well as involuntary activities both are controlled by the human brain. These are controlled by the separate portions of the human brain. 4. Thermoregulation. The control of the body temperature is called the thermoregulation. The environmental conditions keep on changing, but the internal body temperature is maintained at a constant level, that is, around 37 degrees Celsius. This temperature regulation is called the thermoregulation, which is also under the control of human brain. 5. Hunger and thirst. The hunger and thirst are also under the control of human brain. 6. Circadian or 24-hour rhythms of our body. Our body adapts itself according to its daily scheduled activities and maintains its 24-hour rhythm of sleeping, awakening, feeling hungry, etc. This 24-hour rhythm of the body is called the circadian rhythm of the body and is under the control of the brain. 7. Activities of endocrine glands. The ductless glands called the endocrine glands are under the control of the brain. Some hormones like growth hormone, oxytocin, luteinizing hormone are secreted by the brain itself. However, other endocrine glands present outside the brain like thyroid gland, adrenal gland, parathyroid gland, etc. are also under the direct control of brain by neural as well as endocrine signals. Neural signals refer to the signals sent through nerves, whereas endocrine signals refer to the regulatory hormones released by the portions of brain. These regulatory hormones reach these endocrine glands and accordingly stimulate or inhibit the secretions of the latter. 8. Human behavior. The human behavior, creative ideas, memory, ability of decision-making, willpower, personality, intelligence, emotions and thoughts, all cognitive functions are controlled by the brain. 9. Human brain is also the site for processing of various sensations like vision, hearing, smell, taste, touch, pain, vibration, pressure, chemicals, etc. Till now, you are familiarized with the general and important functions of the human brain. In the following section, you will learn about the various divisions of the human brain and the separate functions of the individual portions. Quiz time. What is the name of the middle meninx? Arachnoid. What is the 24-hour body rhythm also known as? Circadian rhythm.